Hi, everyone. I hope you are fine. I assume most of you like history. History is full of stories and examples we can learn from. Now, one of the historical figures that today I'm going to talk about is Joan of Arc of France. Well, she lived in the 15th century in France, and there are stories that she received revelations from the sky, from God, and she was instructed to defend the French nation. Some people even call her a saint. Anyhow, saint or not saint, Joan of Arc has been the inspiration for a lot of symbolism and a lot of art in Western art. And she has become the symbol of feminine courage and purity in the Western world. Well, we Iranians also admire Joan of Arc. We call her ژاندارک in Persian, and I can boast that not just one, we have hundreds, if not thousands of ژاندارکs right now in Iran. And I'm going to briefly introduce a few of them, just a few of them to you today. For instance, this is Neda Agha Sultan. She was, during the Iranian election protest in June 2009, she just said, where is my vote? And the regime's answer to her question was an assault rifle bullet to her heart. The next one is Vida Movahed, just a normal girl. She rebelled against mandatory hijab, mandatory hair wear. The next one is Fatemeh Sepehri, a human rights activist. Then Narges Mohammadi, a human rights activist. All of the women I'm introducing to you have been arrested, tortured. They never gave up. Then Nasrin Sotoudeh, a lawyer and human rights activist. Sohela Hijab, activist. Katoyun Riahi, actress and human rights activist. Sepide Rashno, just a normal girl who didn't want to wear hijab. She was detained and tortured by the regime. Mahsa Amini, another normal girl who just wanted to be a normal girl. She was detained, tortured, and killed by the regime. Nika Shakarani, a very young girl, a normal girl. She was tortured and killed. And one of the most recent Joan of Arcs of Iran is Elnaz Rekabi, a sports champion who deliberately stood against the regime's policies, and in an international sports event, she didn't wear the hijab. Well, you just noticed that I didn't give you any detailed information about these courageous, lion-hearted women. You know, time doesn't allow that. But I'm going to give you a little more information about one of them. All right? Her name is Gohar Ishqi. Her son, Sattar Beheshti, he was arrested in 2012 for some blogs criticizing the government, very mildly criticizing the government. He was detained, tortured, and killed in the prison. Ever since, Gohar Ishqi has become a legendary activist for the freedom of Iran. Let me give you some more details about her. Name, Gohar Ishqi. Job, a mother. Birthplace, Iran. Age 80, approximately. Weight 40 approximately. Height 150 centimeters approximately. Education, nobody knows about her education, okay, so not applicable. Postal address, Iran. Political aim, liberation of Iran. Military training, none. Weapons, her eyes, her words, and a framed picture of her son. Now, if you were in Iran, you would know that the government is afraid of her to its bones. And finally, I state here again, these courageous women have literally redefined the meaning of courage and bravery. And there are just examples, and there are just a few examples of hundreds and thousands of them throughout Iran. A word of advice to the scavenging hyenas and vultures. Watch out. These lionesses are not alone anymore.